Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I will be crocheting it forward in this video by showing you how to make this bathing suit cover-up kimono style um, vest, blazer, all of the above. Anyway, I made these for my granddaughters and I got a lot of requests to make a video on them, so that's what I'm doing. And basically what it is, it's just triple crochets, chains, and single crochets. Super user friendly for beginners. And then I just took a needle and sewed on some of these beads that I got from my local Dollar Tree. So let's get started. So if you want to make the same colors as I did, I use this Lionbrand cupcakes, and the color of it is number 216 Spring Break. Okay, I believe I got those on sale. So I made a couple different sizes, which I will go over at the end of the video. But right now I'm just going to show you how to make the pattern and how it comes together. So what you'll need, and I'm using a size, what is it, 4.0 G hook with this worsted weight yarn. It's a little lighter, so that's why I'm using the smaller crochet hook. So I suggest that you watch all the video, and also always check the information box because I might have some corrections or some additional information in case you're a little confused on my pattern. So let's get going. So we're going to grab our yarn and we're going to make a slip knot, insert our hook, and this pattern works up in multiples of 4 plus 1. So we're going to I'm going to do a small swatch just to show you how easy this pattern is. It's a repeat of row 1 whenever you're starting a panel. And it's a repeat of row 2 for the rest of the panel or your piece. Okay, so we're going to start with chaining 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus 1. Okay, now throughout this whole pattern, it involves just a bunch of squares on top of each other. And what I've done is I've created corners so that the squares are more defined and more clear and neat. So what we're going to do next is single crochet in the second chain from your hook. Now this is the corner of, so right hand corner of your first row. And we're going to chain up 4, 3, 4, and then we're going to single crochet again in your second chain from your hook. Then we're going to chain 4 again, and then what we're going to do is we're going to skip 3 chains and triple crochet in your 4th chain all the way around, or all the way back to your first chain. Okay, so we're going to 1, 2, skip 3 into the 4th. We're going to yarn over twice. This is a triple crochet or treble. Insert our hook in our chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through your last 2 loops. And that is a triple crochet, and see how that creates a nice, crisp, neat square. And we're just going to repeat that. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 3, not including the where we're at, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into your 4th you're going to triple crochet. Insert your yarn, pull up 2 loops, pull up the next 2 loops, pull up the next 2 loops. Okay, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, yarn over twice, skip 3 chains, and in your 4th we are going to insert our hook, grab our yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, skip 3, 1, 2, 3 into our 4th chain. We're going to yarn over twice, insert our hook in the 4th chain, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through your last 2 loops. Chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and now we are at our very beginning chain, skipping 3 and into the 4th, which should lead you back to your very first chain. We're going to insert our hook, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last. And then here you have a really nice crispy row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Okay, and this is how you'll start each panel. Now, depending on which way you're going to do, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to bring this vest, kimono, bathing suit cover up together. So, but this is every time you start a panel, a new piece, this is how the row you want to repeat. So then to do our second row, which is the repeat for the rest of the pattern, we are going to turn our work, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet in that second chain from your hook, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go to our first triple crochet in the previous row and make another triple crochet. And that's all we're doing. We're doing 4 chains, a triple crochet, 4 chains, triple crochet. It's the repeat, just like we did in the first row. So we want to yarn over twice, insert our hook at the top of the triple crochet, pull our yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, and so this single crochet, when we come back the other end, we're going to know exactly which stitch to go into to make our sides nice and crispy as well, and nice and neat. So again, we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, going to yarn over twice, go into our next triple crochet in the previous row, insert our hook, pull through our yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through your last 2 loops. Chain 4, 3, 4, I'm going to yarn over twice, insert our hook, the top of the triple crochet from the previous row, and then make our triple crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over twice, insert our hook, grab our yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 4, yarn over twice, and then here we are where our single crochet is. There's no doubt that's where we're going. You want to be sure you're going through 2 loops, okay? You don't want a big hole there. And then we're just going to make our triple crochet. 2, 3, okay? Now we have 2 rows finished, and you see how it turns out really nice. It's going to be flimsy a little bit, that's normal. And then once we do your single crochet around your piece, it will definitely come together. So we're going to yarn over, or we're going to turn our work. I'll do another row with you. We're going to chain up 4, just repeating row 2, 2, 3, 4. We're going to single crochet in that second chain from your hook. We're going to make another 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to yarn over twice, insert our hook in the triple crochet from the previous row, pull our yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, just repeating the same thing. Chain 4, yarn over twice, insert our hook in the previous triple crochet, pull our yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Chain 4, yarn over twice, insert your hook at the top of the previous triple crochet, and then make your next triple crochet. Chain 4, yarn over twice, insert our hook, pull it through, go through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops. Chain 4, and now we're in our last. And again, there's our single crochet. Okay, not sure if you can see that. Yarn over twice. It's a different way to do your corners, and you'll definitely see the results at the end of doing this. Okay, So that is what you're going to do. This is the pattern, and we're just going to make some different panels to pull together. And what I've done is I've done a different piece for you already done up, and I'm going to show you how it pulls together. So this is just for an example. I will give the measurements for the 2T, 2T 24 months, 3T, 4T, and 5T and 6T, as well as adult sizes at the end of the video. So what you do is you're going to work up your pattern from here, crochet all the way through, and you're going to have an even amount, and then fold it. So now you've gotten your back and your front. Now on the other ones, I ended up doing one full back piece and then two here for 3 pieces, and I was like, there's got to be, there was a lot of sewing. So then as I was making the video and making these for the video, I decided that I was just going to go ahead and fold it. Okay, so then what you do is you make 2 of those, and all I've done is held them together with the single crochet with the different, you know, markers, whatever you want to use, bobby pins, stitch markers, it's up to you, whatever you have handy. And then I decided, okay, how big am I going to make your armholes, and then right here your sides, and then an open area for your vest. So let's go ahead and attach the arm part. So this particular piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 rows up, which times 2 is 26, because you have your back. So you have your front of 13 and your back of 13. That gives you 26 rows. So then I decided I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8, and again I'm getting the 2 because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4 in the front, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back. So I already know I'm going to have to do 8 squares. So what I did for my sleeve, I went on ahead and took 8 times it by 4, because that's what the multiples of the pattern is. I got 32 plus 1 is 33, so that was my starting chain. For my arms, I went on ahead and did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows up. Okay, so that's going to be 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and it will match this. Okay, so for right now, I just want to explain really quick how I got that. But for right now, I'm going to show you how the panels come together. And we're going to go ahead and crochet the back part. And this is just going to be matching our squares. And what we're going to do is chain 3 single crochet at the top of our triple crochets, chain 3 single crochet at the top of our triple crochets. We're going to chain 3 in the chain 4 spaces, and that's how we're going to close it up. That's how we're going to do our seam. It's just chains and single crochets. So go ahead and grab your yarn and your slip knot, and I'm going to go ahead and take these out as I go. Okay, and then I'm matching the 2 triple crochets at the end. Okay, and you're always going to start with a slip stitch, bringing them together, and then going right back in there for your single crochet stitch, so that all of your triple crochets have a single crochet stitch. And then we're just matching up, and these tails, you can work them in as you go if you want. So then now we have I matched my first square from my left side to my right side, and now I'm just going to, this is all single crochets, not chains. 3 single crochets in our chain spaces. 1, 2, 3, and now we've matched another triple crochet with our other triple crochet. It might be a little tedious getting into the stitch. Sometimes if you wiggle your hook, you can get through the stitch. And then we're in our spaces, so we're going to make 3 single crochets. We're at our triple crochets, so we're going to get to the top of the 1, match it with the one on the other side. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, top of your triples, make another single crochet, keeping them very matched. Your panels, your left side front panel and your left side right, which is actually, I think, the back part. Now we're up to our stitch marker here. I'm just going to go ahead and take that out. We're at our top of our triples. Single crochet. Now we're going to make 3 single crochets in a row. Okay, top of our triples, 4 single crochet. Okay, 3 single crochets in your spaces. I might have to wiggle it around to get it matched so you're not getting uneven with your squares. We're at our triples. And this is how, whenever you're bringing another panel together, this is the seam that you're going to repeat. Just the 3 single crochets in your chain spaces, and then single crochets at the top of your triple crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that 1, 2, 3, top of your triples. 1, 2, 3. Top of your triples, and now we're almost to the top. And remember, we're folding the panel, so we know we want an even amount of squares in the front and the back. We know when to stop because we marked that. Okay, chain 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go ahead and take this stitch marker out and do my last stitch. Okay, and that's at the top of our triple crochets. 1 single crochet, and I like to chain 1. So then we get our scissors and just cut, and now we have the back done. Oh, I have that part open. And that part, so that is the back, and it's all come together. Now the next thing we're going to do is our side, and then I'll show you how to do the sleeve real quick. And I apologize if I'm going too fast. Let's get our slip knot. I'm just trying to make this as simple and as timely as possible. So first you're going to decide how many slits you want. I have I'm also going to tell you how many slits in the other patterns for the bigger ones. So I went 3 squares, okay, and then I put my stitch marker, and again we're just gonna, once you get going on this project, I mean, it's really easy. And it, like, sometimes it can be tedious. Now that's a slip stitch. We're going to go back in there and make the single crochet because we want all our sides to look alike. All right, so we have matched our squares. This side and that side are matching. Okay, And then immediately let's just dive right in, making our 3 single crochets in our spaces, chain spaces, and then at the top of our triple crochets we're going to do a single crochet. So 3 single crochets in our chain spaces, single crochets, 1 single at the top of our triples. Okay, and 3 1 at the top of our triples. You know, this would be really cute to wear. I mean, you don't even have to like wear it in the summer. I mean, it's so cute. You can actually wear it even in the spring or winter. Maybe something like a turtleneck or something underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe that's what I use. Or did I do 4? I want to be sure I leave enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep. It was only 4. 1, 2. Okay. You want to be sure that you leave enough opening. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I just wanted to be sure. Second guessing myself, and I'm so sorry for doing that. Okay. So now we have the side done, and we are going to go ahead and crochet, single crochet, get another slip knot, wiggly yarn here, and first thing we're going to do is move this out the way, and now we're just going to sew, crochet our seam closed. And again, we're just going to take the single crochet right there. We already know we're going to go into, match it with the other side for a slip, slip to join, and then go right back in there to make your single crochet. Okay, and then you can lay these out if you want to get them better to so they're not so wobbly, the pieces, the squares, to match them out. 1, 2, 3, and then our single crochets at the top of our triples, 1, 2, 3, top of our triples, 1, 2, 3, top of our triples, chain or single crochet 3. See, I'm all getting zoned out on what I'm doing and not paying attention to what I'm saying. My apologies. Okay, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, 1 single crochet in the top of the triple, and we're almost done. Single crochet at the top of our triples, 3 single crochets in our spaces, top of our triples, and then this is our last squares, our last 2 squares. 1, 2, 3, and then there at the top stitch. So do your top stitch of your triple crochets. We're going to chain 1. This is just as secure. Okay, so now we have one sleeve done, and I'm not going to do the other one. So you just have, you know, rewind the video. Oops, got that upside down. So the easiest way that I could figure out how to do this was to match the seam with the seam going this way, okay, and then that's how we're going to attach, and then we're just going to match. Now I'm going to tell you right now that what I felt that the hardest part of this pattern was doing the sleeves. Now you can definitely stop right now and just make a vest. That's what I did for the women's sizes, but you know, I did the I made these sleeves for the pattern that's on the thumbnail, and that's what I want to show you. So again, we're just going to go ahead and get in the middle of this seam, attach it to the middle of this seam, and another thing you might want to, you know, crochet your ends in so it's not so kind of messy. It does get a little messy here without these ends. So we're going to slip, okay, and then we're going to go right back in there and make our single crochet. And now all we're doing is matching them. You kind of have to flip this back up around because now we're matching our squares, square for square. Okay, so immediately jump into your first 2 squares that you're matching, 3 single crochets in their spaces. Okay, there's our triple crochets. Match that triple to that triple. Okay, moving on. You know, I like to match them right because it can be a little confusing with the sleeve. 1, 2, 3 single. I like to match the squares like right after my 3 single crochets and right after my single crochet on top of my triples, because a couple times I wasn't paying attention and I don't know how I messed it up and I had to redo it. So heads up. 3 single crochets, still matching as our piece goes around. Get our next tip of our triple crochets together, and now we're going to single crochet 3 in the space, match our next triple crochet to triple crochet. Now match our next square, 3 single crochets, match our triple crochets, single crochet them, match our next square, 2, 3 on top of our triple crochets. Okay, and I think we're at our last 2 here. So now we're at our 3 single crochets, okay, top of our triples, and then this is our last square. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh no, we have one more square. Oops, sorry. I'm getting all into it. match our triples. And now our squares. This is our last three. 1, 2, 3, and now we're just going to single crochet once we get to that screen, get to our seam, I mean, and then there. Now we're done. So you're done with one. We're done with one of the shoulders, sleeves and shoulders, and then again, just quickly want to show you, you're doing the exact same thing for your seam all the way around. And what you want to do is single crochet all the way around, not here in our seam, but right here. We're going to crochet, well, I will do this together. I mean, I'm only going to show you this part. I'm sorry, we're going to leave that out. We're working on this one. So what you want to do is do the same thing for your sleeve. You want to single crochet, chain, 3 single crochets in your chain, just the exact same thing as we've been doing, and same with this. But I'm going to show you really quick how I did my beads and my corners. So let me go ahead and just start right here, just for the sake of the video. And again, this is all you're doing all the way around, except where you already have a seam. You don't need to do that. We're just going to do a single crochet right in our triple crochet. I'll show you how to do the corners. 1, 2, 3 single crochets here. And then for our corner, see where our single crochet is? We are going to put 2 single crochets. Okay? And then we move on to our next square, and now we're going upward, and then just do our single crochet, and then 3 single crochets, a single crochet in your top of your triple. It's the exact same thing. This pattern is just like super simple, and when people look at the garment, they're just like, man, that looks really complicated. And us crocheters know, well, you have to have patience and tolerance, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, and we always know our pieces are going to turn out to be gorge, super gorge, as my granddaughters would say. Hey, Ma, that's super gorge. Okay. Chain, single crochet 3, and right here, top of our triple, 3, oops, single, 1, 2, 3, single, or single crochet at the top of the triple, 1, 2, 3, single crochet at the top of the triple, 1, 2, 3, top of your triple, 1, 2, 3, top of your triple, and then 1, 2, 3, top of your triple, 1, 2, 3, and then here we're in the seam, so really you just need to get in the middle of your seam and single crochet, and now immediately go to the other side, going down, we're make 3 single crochets, a single crochet at the top of our triple, single crochet 3 times in our chain spaces, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, triple, single crochet. I think you could also probably make a jacket out of this. I don't know if I would call this like a lacy. I mean, I guess it kind of does look like a lacy pattern. But I've thought about making a nice little jacket. I just didn't make the sleeves for the women's sizes. I just made the vest, but it really did make it comfortable at work, you know, when you're in buildings that have the air conditioning, with it being summer and everything, and you're cold, but you're not cold enough for a sweater. You just like need an extra light layer of clothing, and the vest was perfect. Okay, we're finishing up here, and again, all we're doing is these single crochets. It's our seam, and it's also our border. And it's gonna work really well for us to put our beads on, which are super cute. And you can put any beads that you want, any embellishment. You know, I suggest, you know, digging into your creative side and just, you know, play with it. See how you can decorate your vest or your kimono. Okay, we're at a corner, so I'm making 2 single crochets. And then 1, 2, 3. And I am going to stop right here because I want to show you how I did the beads. Well, let me go ahead and finish because I'm going to need a side to show you. Oh, no, I'll be all right. So I'm going to go ahead and stop right here. Okay, but you will finish right here and go down. Actually, I'm on the other side. So what you'll do is you'll finish right here, go right here where your slit is. Okay, come back around and do your back, and you'll do your whole bottom layer. Okay, so for now, let's put away the crochet hook, and let me get my beads. I got these really cute beads, as well as this little container from Dollar Tree. And these beads that are so cute, they come in stars, a little flower, and a heart. And I just worked up my rainbow colors here. And we start with pink. And I started at the bottom of one corner. Okay. I just did it in the front. And you know what I thought would be cute is to put them on the cuff of your sleeve. But then, you know, with 2T and 3T, you know, there's that choking hazard. You know, all I'm doing right here is just attaching and tying a knot right here for the needle and thread. Okay, so my first one is going to be, I'm doing that backwards. The only thing you have to remember is how your hearts are facing. Like when you go around the other side, you're going to have to put them in upside down so they'll look right. So what I did is just in these stitches, I skipped a stitch when I put a bead. Okay, so then I go in the front, out the back. Okay, and then I went into the next double crochet, and then I'm grabbing another bead, your bead of your choice. Okay, and then you skip the next single crochet and go into the following one so that they're all evenly spaced. Okay, and go in from the back, the next single crochet. What are you doing? Green. Okay, and again, you can use any embellishments you want. I just thought these turned out real cute. We're going to skip a single crochet and then go into the next. So skip that one, go into the next, go up this way, green, purple, right, skip, and then going into the one next to that. You can't go wrong. They will be evenly spaced. After purple goes blue. Okay, skip a stitch, go into the next. Skip, next. And then go into your next stitch coming up. Okay, and those are the colors I repeated. Going all the way down from one side of the vest to the other. And again, this is not done, but you're going to go all the way across. Let me grab a vest here so I can show you. Like right here. Let's put these beads out the way. Again, you go in one side and out the other. Right here, all the way up. And then you just work right past the seam, okay? And then come back all the way down. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the fringe because I did the fringe on this one. I didn't do the fringe on the other ones, I just made them longer. But I'll go ahead and grab this piece that we've been working on. I'm just going to show you how I made the fringe on one of these. Okay, so what I did is just grab anything. I have my, right now, this is my notes. I have a little post-it pad here, and I only made, you can make these fringes as big or as small as you want. Okay, so you always have the front, you have the string in the front and string in the back, and then you want to cut in the middle. And then you have your strings. It doesn't matter if they're uneven, because then look, when you get them together, you can put them all together and then they'll be even, and then you can trim right here, make them straighter or even. Okay, I'm looking for my crochet hook. There it is. Okay, and for the fringes, I only put the fringes right here in the top of your triple crochets. So then you fold it up like this, go in the back, right? Grab all 3 yarns, okay? Pull them through, pull up, okay? And then grab your yarns and pull through. And there you have a nice little fringe, just like that, okay? Don't forget that you have to single crochet on your cuffs as well. So yep, that's the pattern, that's how you make it. And I just want to show you, please check the link below and I'll give you the chain counts, but just a couple different ones that I made really quick. This is an adult one, and I did some black beads on there. It's a smaller one, it's a more comfortable fit, and then I also did fringes on that one. Okay, and then for the slit, I didn't do any fringes, that's optional. Okay, that's one. And then I did a white one just to show you how it worked up with white beads. And then I did the beads, instead of going every other stitch, I only did the bead at the tip of the triple crochets. Okay, the exact same thing, and I did not do fringes on that, but I did do a single crochet row. And then here's another black one that I did, which was my experimental one that turned out kind of big. I got some perler beads and put them on here. They were gray and black stripe, just in the front. I did not do fringe on that. It's just like that. And again, these are women's sizes, lady sizes, and I will give you the link to that, or not the link. I will give you the measurements to that in the information box. So let me see, I'll quickly go through this, but I'm going to go ahead and again put that information in the information box. For 24 months in 2T, there's 6 squares across for your starting chain. So you're going to times 6 times 4 is going to give you 24 plus 1. And then I did 32 rows up. The slits were at your 3rd square, and then I did my arms 6 squares down. And the sleeve was 10 squares